I thought that mode was supposed to do that shit like last night.
Right, automatically, nigga. They be fucking with us.
They be fucking with us. All right, man. I'm about to.
You about to put her up, man?
Matter of fact, I know they can hear us by now. Shit.
All right, let's get it. All right, let's go.
I just realized I popped it up. Thank God. It is Thursday.
Thursday, baby.
It is Thursday, and we are here live on the Seoul Dojo, and I am accompanied by my man Keenan Brown. What is up, dog?
My man's what is good, bro. I'm excited to do a pod. This is my first podcast, yo.
Yep, first podcast, man. We had you on the Pokemon stuff, and it's been super awesome to have you on that. It was funny. I kept y'all waiting, didn't I? I had the little screen up there, boy. I was smooth with it, and then I forgot I had us up talking for a second. I was like, oh, we can start it now. We got to start it now. So, man. So let's get it started today. I've been playing Legend of Zelda, and I've also been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts. Also, I just want to start off with just what we've been playing. What have you been playing for this past week or so?
What I've been on a little bit. I've done let's see. Of course, MLB The Show 8.
We're gonna talk about that later in the stream.
Sir, FIFA 18. You know, on our little quest to Division 1.
Our little quest. That's right.
So,
that's right.
Like later Sunday on Soccer Sunday, y'all stay tuned because we starting it fresh.
Yeah. And, yeah, the live stream we did. Yeah, that was live.
Megathon is it's dead, man. We got to let that thing go, yo. So it ran.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was. So what else? I thrown a little Dark Souls, bro. I'm still in there, man. I'm still.
Oh, for real? We got to get you going again on Dark Souls to see if you can redeem yourself on the Seoul Dojo.
You can't hold me now. It's it, man.
I'm sorry for anybody that's looking on the screen. I have like this manifestation going on. Like, I mean, I haven't gotten a haircut. I'm like getting ready for like finals coming up. I'm getting ready for like, you know, vacation after. So I'll look better during that time, but just bear with whatever you see on screen right now. Just bear with it. But I want to go ahead and jump into our awesome subs that I got this week. So I got Nisha.
Hey.
I got Nisha, of course. That got me to 62 subscribers here on the Seoul Dojo. Welcome to the dojo. Welcome to the dojo family. Make sure you keep looking up these videos because we're doing a lot of stuff. Also, I got my man Joey Garcia. He has his own YouTube channel where he does Battlefield 1 stuff, and his name is Joey G, that one dude. Literally, there's a space between, you know, Joey G space, that one dude. And he's starting off just like me, so we're just trying to get it all together. And oh, what's up, Tevin?
Oh yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Tevin? What you on, man? Appreciate you joining the chat, man. Hey. He said I better be mad or something like that. I don't even know what you talking about, man. Do I gotta get in the comments to figure out exactly what you talking about? I don't even see what you talking about, man. He didn't even finish like what he was saying.
Get us up in the comments, please, bro.
Get up in the comments. Get up in the comments. Oh, Ahmad. I think that's one of the people when you can come in and you can talk to the people that are in the chat. But I don't have a lot of people like that, Tevin. I ain't got that many people yet in the chats, man. I've been hitting up people. Get in the chat. But yo, Key, let's get into the show today. Right. Let's talk about the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that you sent me. I think it was midweek, but I believe it came out during Monday, right?
Yeah, so Gaming Illuminati, they had a post on Facebook about the KH3 Classic Kingdom. So when I originally sent it to him or tagged him in the post, I didn't look at it. I was just like, yo, let me just tag him in there and just get him out. So did that, and I finally seen today what it was about. So I mean, it's like it reminds me of those games like when you used to go to like McDonald's or Burger King and they give you like a little plastic little toy with the little buttons. Then you got the green and black screen, and like it's kind of like that, man, and like kind of like a little Donkey Kong style, like the first one, like where you're climbing up ladders and saving, you know what I'm saying? So it was that kind of
Yeah.
style. So like I really wasn't surprised, but like I saw the release date before I saw the trailer, bro. It said 2020. So I'm like, oh, this some well, that's Square. That's how they roll. So okay, let's see what's good. Let's see what's
You
good.
just said 2020 a release date.
Bro, you didn't see
for Kingdom
you
Hearts?
Didn't see the release date?
No, they didn't.
Bro.
They didn't. They said something about a release date.
Yeah, yo. If I'm not mistaken, I could look it up again.
That because
that
they
release
just
date
put
was
out,
wild, bro.
They just put out saying that on the recent trailers that were saying that it's 2000, that they're doing it like 2018 at some point.
Good.
But
good. I seen something online. This said 2020, something crazy, and I was like, okay, I expected it to be.
That is wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so like you were saying, it's like this black, like the characters are all black, and it's like this really, it's not even like a little bit pixelated
like
kind of
Mr.
mini game, right?
Type.
Okay.
And it's 30 mini games.
Yeah, and what you said is right. It's it's kind of like it's like Mr. Game & Watch kind of style.
Right.
And let me tell you what I got from it, because I'm I don't like to say I'm a Kingdom Hearts connoisseur, but I played a lot of the games, and when you look at the trailer, first of all, we get a look at Twilight Town, which is the game, which is the first place you were in when you saw when you met Roxas for the first time in Kingdom Hearts 2. And when you see it, it looks like they're in the town center where they bought the ice creams and they got to see the movies and stuff like that. So it looks really good. It looks a lot better from the previous the previous trailer. So we see Hayner, Pence, Olette, and Sora. Now, of course, they're all friends or whatever. They're all gathered together, and it looks like Sora kind of has this Nintendo Switch in his hand. It literally looks like a Nintendo Switch.
Does.
The size of it, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's this Mr. Game & Watch kind of style, and I don't really know the context of it. I don't know if it's a world. I don't know if it's just a mini game. I don't know if it's if I don't really know the context of it, and I feel like it's just these little bits that us, people in the Kingdom Hearts community that really are waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, we grab onto those things, and we're just like, oh, they gave us a little bit of something, but we're really appreciative. But we're ready for this game to come out, man. We really are. And I think given those little small tidbits, I think the worst part about it when I look at it is like Sora says something, but we don't hear him say something.
I see.
So, you know what I'm saying? Have you watched the trailer?
I did. I'm even looking at it again right now as we're talking about it, just just to get more info on it. And I see, you rescue Minnie Mouse from, it was like Pete at the top. And also what I read is you can it says here, Classic Kingdom seems to be made up of multiple mini games, including one where you whack enemies with a hammer as they approach you. Another one, you deliver food. And the third one involves a table as a giant stomps his fist and stamps his feet. So it's just like simple stuff, man. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's like a mode into Kingdom Hearts 3, to where you just running around, and then you have like a little mini game in his little LCD, like the classic LCD that he's holding. So,
and I think, I don't know if you would get something from this mini game or something like that.
I think it's just like a little extra, maybe like a break from the game, because a lot actually goes on in that game. So that might just be something to where it's like, hey, I don't know if they're gonna give you like a high score thing and they post that, like have rankings. I don't know how it is, or just might be just a cool little feature, which I'm not mad at that,
But I want to hit up on the second part, what I was leading to before you gave us that good amount of information, though, because I didn't know that it was probably could be something that's just on the side. Me and you talked about the localization of Pokemon on the Switch, and like I said, when you were looking at it, Sora says something, but we don't hear it. We have yet to seen a trailer that has English with Kingdom Hearts 3.
True.
Now, I don't think the localization is going to be as hard as Pokemon, because I feel like if you know anything about the localization process, there's a lot of things that do go into it. And I think we already have the cast of Kingdom Hearts kind of set. and it's not like Kingdom Hearts uses all these phrases or something like that. So it's kind of more, it's a little bit easier. It's not like where, in Pokemon, they'll say something that only they know kind of in their language, and then like a phrase or a slur or something like that. And then they have to kind of figure out, how are we going to say that in English? I don't think Kingdom Hearts kind of has that problem. They have like a set way of saying things, and it's really easy. But recently, if you look at the cast, we already have the cast for Kingdom Hearts, the English cast. So I mean, it's gonna be easy. It's Haley Joel Osment, who everybody knows is the Sixth Sense kid. I see dead people. He plays Sora, and then you got Jesse McCarthy playing Roxas, and then I heard that Drake Bell is going to be on Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Okay, bro, get your money, dog. All right, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. And Tevin, yeah, we are on Discord right now. And can you guys stop fighting whatever you're fighting about, and just let's talk about Kingdom Hearts? That'd be nice. Thank you. If I get a mediator in there, don't make me get Jay in there, man. Jay's gonna handle all y'all. All right.
Lorena, what's good?
Yeah, she up in that. She's all up in there. She's like, I'm trying to listen. So yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 3. Anything else you got on Kingdom Hearts 3, man?
Let me see here. Yeah, another cool thing. They're gonna release Classic Kingdom on the mobile game Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. And another cool thing about it, they're having a fan event that Square revealed, where 300 players can have their name in the game. So
that's pretty
awesome.
Awesome.
Appear in Kingdom Hearts 3 as a part of Make Your Mark campaign.
If you guys don't know, you say Kingdom Hearts. What is it called? Kingdom Hearts Union X.
Yeah.
Would you say? It's a mobile game. Anybody can join. You create your own character, and you get a Keyblade, and you fight a whole bunch of Heartless. It's actually in correlation to the story. It's the very first Kingdom Hearts game that comes first, and it leads up to the Keyblade War, which ultimately will lead up to later down the line what Kingdom Hearts 3 is about. So if you guys haven't played that, actually play a little bit of that. You have also, right, Key?
No, I have not. No, I'm going to, since we already kind of dove into it, did our little research about that. I'm like, man, I might as well try. And then
I thought you played it.
Oh, you talking about Chain of Memories?
No. Oh no, Chain of Memories we played.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking about the Union X on the phone.
Nah, I didn't, man. I'm gonna dive into that. But the cool thing about it is, with the whole Kingdom Hearts 3 Make Your Mark campaign and putting your name in the game, there's this website. This, of course, Square Enix. It's in Japanese. So I mean,
the website's in Japanese.
The website was when I clicked it, full Japanese, man. So I mean, the phones nowadays is cool. You can translate it or whatever. It'll automatically do it. So you just put like you have to log in, put your username in there, and they ask for feedback and just any recommendations for the game or whatever, which is cool. So and then when they reveal the names, it's not gonna be like an email, or they post it on their social media or whatever. It's just gonna be on the game as a surprise.
Man, I might get my name on there, man.
Dude. So
I'm for real. I'm gonna put Big Daddy Kirk.
Boy.
You gotta go over there and fight Big Daddy Kirk.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. They put that in the game, man. I'll love Kingdom Hearts for the rest of my life. I would love it. And of course, we're super excited for it. Hopefully at E3 we will get the release date. I have my own prediction of that. We're gonna talk about that later on a later date on a later podcast on my E3 podcast. Hopefully you can join me for that, Key, you and Jay. We can get you guys' expertise on this Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out for PlayStation 4. I think it's coming out for Xbox One also. Hopefully we can see a Switch. So moving on, Key, you've been playing MLB The Show 18. I have a lot of questions for you. I hope you have a lot of things to say.
I do have plenty, man. So basically I've been getting MLB The Show since 2007, man. So every year. I mean, I couldn't get it for a couple years when I went to Xbox, and I missed MLB show dearly, man. Like it was crazy, but it's
it's a great baseball game. It really is.
Man, one of the best sports games out, just as far as like consistency and the looks, the gameplay, like.
Right. It's and what is the big differences from last year to this year?
Let's see. Of course, it's always the presentation.
Oh yeah, MLB is easily one of the most gorgeous games on PlayStation.
So they always do something different with the presentation. Just how like when the game starts with the camera, like they'll drop in from like the top of the stadium or the side. It just makes it feel like so real, man. And then, of course, Road to the Show is like pretty much the reason why people buy the game. Besides, Diamond Dynasty is great, it's cool, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
of course, with that, like you can create your own swing, and when I mean from where your hands are at, your elbow, your strides, all of that, and they also added more like when you hit a home run, like how you pimp it. You know, the bat
flip
flips,
the bat.
Man, look, they went crazy with it though. They got one like where you hit a home run, he flips the bat and then he starts dabbing, yo. Like I'm like,
oh, what?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, they got so extra with it. I'm like, dude, in baseball, really, like you wouldn't even make it out first. You wouldn't make it to first base doing some shit like that. So
yeah, you would.
But it's dope though for those kind of people who like making it. Those kind of.
It's a video game,
right?
So you definitely want to have that kind of fun with it,
right? And that's cool to have that kind of element in the game. That's so realistic. And
so in the comments, Lorena was like, Key did his homework, and it's funny how she says that because every time Jay's up here, every time I'm like, yo, so Jay, have you done this and this? And he's like, I haven't, but and he's like, I haven't, but and Jay can talk. He can talk his way, like he can sell water to a fish. He can do it. So he can talk about anything, even if he doesn't know too much about it, and he'll say he's ignorant about it. So I think she's just referring back to all the Kingdom Hearts stuff that you had, all the info you had in the MLB stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, that's crazy with MLB. MLB like has so much swagger in that aspect.
Yes, man.
What are some of the? I think you were getting into it a little bit. I was gonna say, what are the smaller differences?
Smaller differences is, of course, like if you don't play the game, really, you're not gonna recognize it. But like small changes, like when you're, I have a third baseman in my Road to the Show, like the grass, how like it's not like exactly leveled, it's a little bit raised. The dirt looks different, like just the little things. And then like when you're at bat in the box, you kind of have like the your hands are not always just glued to your fingers are not always glued to the bat. You got a little finger movement in there. They changed how one of the big gripes that I know like me and Deuce had was when you hit the ball, you put a good hit on the ball, go straight at the pitcher, hits the pitcher. Like that happens in the league, man, but not at the
it's frequent.
Man, it was crazy, bro. So they did big shit. Base, like the game is so much smoother. And it's crazy like how they just make it more smooth every year. I'm like, how do y'all do this? And
they have a great team.
They listen to the community, man. Like
Yep.
They have
and I think I always believe in that. My bad for cutting you off, but I always believe that a team that is under PlayStation is always kind of has the right kind of team. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always have the right kind of leadership, and I think PlayStation that publishes their games always gives them just enough. They always give them, they believe in their teams, and I think it shows in the games, just like MLB. We talk so much about Xbox and Forza.
Yeah.
I think literally that is equivalent to what MLB is, because MLB comes out every year and it's always just beautiful. Right. I'm gonna ask you a pretty big question. It's gonna be a big question to ask. Okay, so, and you can stop me because there's some sports knowledge in here that needs to be if I say anything wrong, just be like, nah, that didn't really happen. It was this guy or whatever. But I'm gonna try to say, okay, so when last time the Pittsburgh Steelers went to the World Cup, they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They went to the Super Bowl, and it was, I believe it was Antonio Holmes. Was Santonio Holmes?
Oh, the last time they won that joint, yes.
Yeah, last time they won it.
Yeah.
He caught like an out of bounds catch, right? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Last time USA were in the World Cup, last World Cup, Belgium, and they shot a lot of shots at Tim Howard, right? And he blocked a lot of them.
Okay.
Those two sporting events kind of influenced what happened in the games. You know what I'm saying? If you remember that Madden the very next year with the Holmes catch, it's like the out of bounds catch was a little OP. Like you can catch a lot of out of bounds catches. Same thing with Odell when he did the one hand catch. Of course, it got a little OP after that. Now, same thing with FIFA with Tim Howard. You got OP overpowered goalkeepers now because of what, Tim Howard did.
Yeah.
Is there anything that happened in that World Series against Dodgers and against Houston, which was a great World Series? It was really amazing to watch that because it was so offensive. There was so many hits, and it really mattered about pitching. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything that came out of that World Series that transferred to the game? MLB The Show.
Shout out to my boy Brookshire. Toe drag swag, baby. Toe drag swag. So now, yes, Antonio did have that dirty, toe drag, and yeah, Madden just don't. That's a whole nother. I could do a whole nother video on that. But as far as like with MLB, like, not really, man, because like bombs are getting dropped left and right. So that's really like what's the trend? Like bombs are getting dropped. Like dudes are killing everything, and with the game. It's realistic because you know how like you said with the Tim Howard thing. I mean, we could have, say you got Bayern or something, you playing the Galaxy and say it's on world class. Homie on the Galaxy, he gonna save everything. Like everything. But with MLB, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna have Giancarlo hitting bombs every time just because everybody hitting bombs. Like you can do it.
Right.
But at the same time, you gotta square that thing up, and then depends on how you hit as well, because you have zone hitting, you have analog, and time, and so the different ways to do it. But nothing that's really just OP that I've seen. Like the pitchers who are cold in real life, they cold in the game, man. Like
that's what's up.
The way the ball looks when they're like Chris Sale, this left-handed guy in Boston, he's a beast. But he has an awkward release, and he has some dirty stuff. So when he's giving you that stuff in the game, like you can't pick it up. It's so real. It's like they have like a GoPro on a batter's head, and it's like this is how it looks, and it's crazy.
Oh dang!
So it's pretty fair, and I mess with it, man.
Is there any competitor with MLB The Show? I don't think 2K's doing a game anymore, are they?
Nah, 2K stopped. I forgot which one they did exactly, but it was garbage.
It just wouldn't even be up there with MLB.
No, not even. It was trash.
Speak to me about Road to the Show. Now, last year they had this narrated story. They had this dude with this raspy New York voice, if I remember. And he sat there and he kind of narrated your story up to the show.
Yeah.
How was the Road to the Show this year? And if any big improvements, can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so now you come in as a late round pick. So before you can be like a blue chip prospect, you can be either the 10th round and so on, or you could be a first overall if you ate enough in your draft showcase and did good in your workouts. So and like AD just said, MLB The Show actually requires skills to master.
Requires skill,
which that is true, bro. Like you can't take just a person who's never played that game, like anybody, you know what I'm saying, and put them on like veteran and put zone hitting on and be like, yo, hit a home run. It's not unless you match just like, no, it's not happening. Like it's not. I'm not saying like it's a hard like it's Call of Duty out, like nothing like that, but it's hard to pick up those pitches in the timing. So
nah, and I get what you're saying because like there's a lot of games that it just don't take skill. Like that's always my problem with FIFA. That's why I don't play competitive, seasons on FIFA, because I feel like there's so many things wrong with it. There's so many things. You got it's like my biggest thing was like I hate when like Nathaniel Klein gets caught by Diego Costa. It makes no sense.
Okay.
Diego Costa's not fast. Nathaniel Klein is quick.
Right.
Like there's no way. There's no way. And it's just little things like that that just don't don't make
And
sense. And I feel like there's like a lot of
I
scripting in
think
FIFA
I think
also.
that's a frostbite thing, bro. Cause like even with Madden, like I don't you get okay, you get Tyreek Hill or something on a
Mm-hmm.
sling 1v1. He loses the
Yeah.
one dude, and he might catch it, off a 5-yard slant. And there's a linebacker that comes gets him from the back or something like that. Like
Yeah.
these super fast players are not getting away. Like even like with Aiden Hazard like he's fast, bro. Nah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gareth Bale, bro. Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
I'm playing in the World Cup because we had that manager
The
mode career.
seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We had the seasons
we're
thing.
playing like freaking like Trinidad and Tobago, bro.
Oh
And
God.
this dude,
Hey, after they beat
hey
USA, they
man,
probably got a
hey
little bit.
man.
They probably got a they probably got a little bit of a bump
So like this is just
in form.
this random thing. This dude's already like 65, and like say if Gareth Bale got a step on you, it's not happening. He's gone. Like very very few. Okay. Very few. Like I don't need him getting caught up and then bodying him at the same time as they're running full speed. Like no, like that's not even how it works in real. Like no. But
no.
Yeah, bro, that's a frostbite thing, bro. They really need to fix that.
And I don't know how many like sports games can really like go into any other engine. I don't know if like Unreal can handle a sports game or if it would kind of look weird or
right.
I mean, these are professionals though.
Right.
They can probably make it work.
But
EA is gonna run with what they know.
But
which is Frostbite.
I'll tell you what, with the whole like the speed thing we were talking about, I'd rather them keep it how it is because sometimes we can get away from them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if they fixed it, just imagine how OP that would be, bro.
Yeah, it's true. Like it ain't
we
already.
Couldn't defend. Like it's already hard as it is.
Yeah. I think, but FIFA it's a flowing game. Yeah. Like it's like football in general is a game that's just nonstop. So I see how hard it is, but it's like y'all make it so easy to notice that like momentum isn't even a thing in this game.
Right.
I could be up. It's ridiculous.
And that's what I like about MLB The Show is with the momentum thing because your pitcher, you have your energy and then your confidence bar. Your confidence for each different pitch you throw and then one for overall. So if I'm throwing my fastball, my cut fastball, if I'm throwing it good and they're missing and they hit it, but it's weak contact and I'm getting hits, I'm keep doing it. But if I have this curveball, I'm throwing balls and they're making good contact on it. That's gonna stay low. Like that curveball ain't gonna magically just fire up and just be raking, just sitting everybody down. Because it's just so real, bro, with momentum and the swing is crazy because it does a lot. And even as a batter, when you start getting on the pitchers, you start killing the pitcher. Everybody else starts kind of banging them up too. He can get out of it, but it's so real. But back to your question about the road to the show. You come in as like a 20th round pick, and your overall you're trash, bro. Like you're like a 30.
You're bad.
You're a 30.
30.
You're a 30.
Oh my god.
This one was on a 30, yo. So you have the option to go back to school. I said, man, I'm going back to school, man. Bump this, y'all.
Wow.
So I think all you have to really do, which I've tried with 3 different players, go for 2 years, and you come back like a 56, which is good enough.
Yeah.
56, do your thing. And the main change in the whole thing is not just where you get drafted, because it's really it don't really matter where you get drafted. Your rating, it's whatever. But how you can't no longer be like a freaking demigod. You can't be that 99 maxed out. You can't be a catcher with 99 speed. And you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't exist.
It's not real. It doesn't happen. Yeah.
I mean, having the ability to do that is great. It's what's up. But they made it more real to now where it's like NBA 2K 18 with the archetypes.
Right.
And
right.
You don't have as many, but it's like 3. So and there's a cap. You know what I mean? Just like with 2K. So very similar, except you cannot pick 2 archetypes. Like I can't pick a shoot like a power and a speed. It's either power and
Yeah.
that's it. And I can't be a 5 tool player, which basically being a 5 tool player, you can hit, you can run, you can field, you could throw, still bait the whole thing. Be a
Yeah.
complete player. You can
Yeah.
get kind of close, but you can't be that. So it kind of makes you grind a little bit more, which is cool. Because how you get better is
And it
based
keeps your tactics probably
exactly.
sharp
So
also.
how you improve is based on your points. Because before you can just show up to the game, get your training points, boost. Like I can increase my power without hitting home runs or extra base hits. You can't do that no more. So you have to do those certain things to increase your power, and which makes it a lot better. And the grind was something. The grind was real, yo. So I had my third baseman, which is like my primary person I used in Road to the Show. It took me like a year and a half to get to the majors, and I was eating, man. Like I was eating, man. Like and I'm like, yo, dang, this is what it really feels like, you know. And
Yeah.
that's cool. And with the cutscenes, they're the same. I mean, they added a little bit more decorations and like on the walls and pictures and more stuff like that.
I get what you're saying.
And when you have your away games, you're on a plane.
That's
in
clean.
the majors.
That's dope.
When you're in the minors and you're in the away game, you're on a bus. So that's a little.
You're on a bus.
Yeah, you're on a bus, bro. So it's a little cool.
So I'll ask you this. For the people that are listening, the chat done stood still. I don't know what y'all doing. I'm waiting for questions and all type of stuff. Hey, we here for y'all. But for the people that are watching, for the people that watch the replay, should they go out and get MLB The Show if they're existing players, that played the last game, or if they're new?
Man, you should definitely pick it up because Road to the Show is cool. Like people who don't even really play baseball, that gives you a chance to be a player, kind of create your own, do what you want to do. And the games are so quick. Your at bats, you can fly through a season. You put in 3 hours of gameplay, you're like halfway through the season, and it's fun. And the settings are very friendly because it's not easy to really pick up this baseball thing, so you can make it just as easy as you want. So this nigga.
Do you even? Do you even? AD, do you even? I remember when I played MLB, and I was just very impressed with just how good a baseball game can actually be as a sports game. Like I was just like, wow.
Yeah, and the fact it looks good helps at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So she's trying to get a PS4, bro. You got some work to do.
So I can play along. Oh yeah, because I got a DS. So hey, you master Animal Crossing first. You got to take baby steps. Yeah. There's levels to this. There is. Hey, I need to see your house. I need you to pay Tom Nook off. I need need that house upgrade. I need to see all that, Lorena, before we start getting you into MLB and God of War and stuff like that. Oh man. So Key, let's move on to this Spider-Man stuff, man.
Let's go.
Let's move on. So well, go ahead, dog.
You're
my guest.
I'm about to ask you, man. You let me know.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I know a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, take it away.
Okay. So Insomniac Games have came out, and Insomniac Games, if you guys do not know, they made the Spyro the Dragon games. They are a really well respected developer. They came out and said that they're doing this end game content for Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, of course. And they said it's called the City Never Sleeps Initiative, right? City Never Sleeps Initiative. It's going to bring new content. It's going to bring, upon beating the game, of course, they're going to bring new villains, new storylines, new missions, new challenges, new suits. The first DLC is called The Heist, and it's going to focus on Black Cat. Now, what I like about Insomniac Games is when they were asked, is there any microtransactions? And they asked this to creative director Brian, I'm going to butcher the mess out of his name, Intar. INTAR. Tihar, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably, whatever. He was asked about microtransactions. He simply replied, "Hell no." Now, he didn't just say no. He said, "Hell no."
Hell no.
Like, he was like, "What's up, Jay? What's up, dog?" He's up in the comments. Whoop, whoop. "What's up, homie? Hope your day is going well." But yeah, he said, "Hell no." Now, and it's funny how Jay came in right now, because me and Jay have talked about, we've talked about how EA and the microtransactions thing has kind of just blown up. And then we talked about a couple of people actually replying to that in their own way. Now,
yeah. Oh,
I'm going to go back to what.
Quick. Shout out to MLB The Show for taking out microtransactions for the players. Like, shout out to y'all. Like, y'all real for that. Like, we need more of that. All right.
It's a PlayStation thing. I'm telling you, it has to be.
Yeah.
The dude came out and said, "Yo, we're just gonna make storyline games and that's it." You know what I'm saying? But, so Cyberpunk 2077. Have you heard about that game?
No, sir.
Okay. So me and Jay have talked about it a couple of times on this channel, and it's like, it's a game that's being made by the people who made The Witcher. So it's being made by CD Projekt Red, a Polish company, right?
Yeah.
Polish developer. They came out and said, "Look, we're thinking as Cyberpunk 2077, think nothing less of The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
Huge single player, open world, story driven RPG, no catch. You get what you paid for, no BS." And he didn't just say no BS. He said no bull beep,
Okay.
And then he was like, "Just an honest game like the Wild Hunt. We'll leave the greed to the others."
Mm-hmm. I like that, man.
Shots fired. I'm just saying. And then now you got Insomniac Games saying, "Hell no."
Mm-hmm.
They're seeing the business model here. They're seeing that this isn't working. We're having this story-driven game that, why would we put microtransactions in it?
Yeah.
Not even cosmetic stuff, apparently. So why were we gonna put it's a isolated experience? Now, I went up and down about Shadow of War about it already, but Spider-Man doesn't have it, so it's fantastic. I love it, and it's funny how like you said, MLB. It's funny how Spider-Man. I think there's another game that's saying they're not gonna do. I'm pretty sure God of War doesn't have it, so I feel like PlayStation's doing the right thing. Now they just need the big companies like EA to not do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What is your look on this whole outlook on Insomniac Games coming out and saying that?
Man, I'm with it, man. Like, for people like not gamers like us, like, it's like they're speaking for us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And just standing up for what we, try to fight for. Because it's kind of hard, like, in this console game, to be heard. Mm-hmm. Because people gonna buy it. Yeah. And they're like, "Hey, we made our money. Cool." Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And when you look at it from a business standpoint, it does look like it would benefit so well to your business. If you look at GTA makes like what $1.7 billion off of it. It's ridiculous.
Right.
And Jay here is saying that, speaking of EA, they said that loot boxes were a learning experience. Well, it's funny they're saying it's a learning experience when they're still talking about, well, we might have it in Anthem. And it's like, it's not gone yet. Like, they're saying, okay, we're going to pull back Anthem. We're going to work on it. It's not like they said no.
Right.
They're not going to have it. It's crazy.
True. But I'm like, this Spider-Man game, man, I'm so hyped. Like we said before, we kind of want them to be like Spider-Man 2 on steroids.
Like, that's a good way to say it.
Spider-Man 2 on PS2, Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's on GameCube, but like, for those who didn't play it, man, like, easily out of that series of Spider, that was easily the best one. Like, really that good. Jump from really Spider-Man 1 to where you could swing around or whatever, but like, there was only so, like, you couldn't go down to the ground and sling like on the streets.
It was a very linear Spider-Man.
It was weird, but I mean, that joint was hard though, because that boy Vulture, man, whatever though. But Spider-Man 2 was so real because it gave us like the freedom from the Spider-Man that we all love on the PS1. and like similar moves, but we can go on the streets, go on top of buildings, just go anywhere we
Yeah.
go. So give us that. Of course, it's gonna have, the mechanics are gonna be. I hope so. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be dope, because it still has to. They still have to execute it. So, and
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna
With the
lie.
story and stuff.
Like my flop alert, I don't think it's gonna flop, because my flop alert is real. Like when I feel like something's gonna flop, I'm like, yo, and they usually do. So I think this one's gonna be a really good game, and I hope it opens up the door for more Marvel games, because Marvel is out here killing it right now at the movies, and there's so many um heroes that are just so popular, like with Thor, like Black Panther. Hulk. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's gonna be like another Hulk game, but what would be dope is if they do even like an Avengers game, man. Like in the Ultimate Alliance style. Like I know y'all mess with like Ultimate Alliance, with like Ultimate Alliance was
a
a
good
real
game.
deal. Playing with
Yeah.
dang near the whole roster. Some heroes you didn't even know about, but like with this, technology and like the big money, that they got, you can't tell me that wouldn't be dope,
That would be dope. I guess it would just be a matter of putting a developer to a hero.
Right.
Like who would do Thor?
Right. And
who would you want to do Thor? Exactly. What would a Thor game be like? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And with the movies, I think that makes it kind of tough, because it's like, are we gonna go off the movies, or are we gonna go off of something? What are we gonna do?
Oh, I think everybody has that problem, especially with the Netflix series and stuff.
Wakanda forever
and everything. Wakanda.
My black brother.
So if you look at like Iron Man, the Iron Man games were they were alright, but it's like Spider-Man is just so set up to be a game. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's been proven through the years. I mean, he had him on freaking like Sega. They had him arcade game. So Spider-Man has enough power to be on his own. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of wonder, like, are we just gonna keep seeing these superheroes in like Injustice or the Street Fighter? Like when can we do more? So like it would be kind of badass to, like I say, have like the Ultimate Alliance, like, maybe Aquaman, nigga get no love. I mean, but it'd be cool to be underwater, zooming through at high speed and come out there with Aquaman, or get Thor, fly through the sky, or getting it, man, fighting any, like, or even bringing in X-Men. I know it's kind of like a tall order, saying all this or whatever, but like that would be so dope.
Jay says not many superhero games are good. Yeah, that's
true.
Really right.
Very true.
That is very true. There's a lot of, especially when they're based off the movie.
Yeah, and I think that's almost like an error to do that. Like, don't base it off a movie.
It's really based off. Well, they really want it because they want to capitalize on money and stuff.
True.
Of course. And that's why sometimes I'm like, when you pin a game to a movie, I'm like, God. Right. That ain't gonna be good. Right. That ain't gonna be good. So like you said, we are very excited for this Spider-Man game. Spider-Man 2, what I really liked about it was the freedom you got when you web slinged. There was so much style. There was so much finesse, and like you pressing these buttons, and like he's doing all this stuff, and then you can it's like these combos in the air that you can do with the web sling.
Acrobatics.
It was really dope.
And for that time, dude, that was ahead of
it. Was crazy.
Next level.
No, for that time, for the PS2 era, let's talk about the fact that, okay, in Spider-Man 1, when you're web slinging, it's just going in the air. But in Spider-Man 2, if you're nowhere, you can't web.
That's
like
it.
You gotta go on You gotta go into like a building or something, and then you can web sling to the building. That was crazy.
And how you could, you can use the street light. So you could swing low, and then do like a circle around it, like a barrel roll, and then fly off like the movie. So what you saw,
it was dope.
You could do, and sometimes like I spent a lot of my times doing that.
Yeah.
Climbing to the top of the Empire State Building, then diving down, like that dope dive he did when he.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
And like
that was so fun.
So you got to like the very bottom to finally just, pull up and swing. You know what I'm saying?
It's, man, that game was so good.
Yeah.
it was so good, and it was a little bit ahead of its time in a lot of aspects, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Spider-Man is coming out September 7th. I'm definitely gonna cop that.
What
When I first saw
would you like to see in there, bro?
Ooh, God. Okay, first of all, what villains are in it so far? Because I think it's what's the guy from Hell's Kitchen that lives up in Hell's Kitchen? Kingpin.
Okay, I mean, of course.
Wilson Fisk. Yeah, he's in it. There's like a new Asian dude I've never heard of that's in it. They got I don't think I would like to see Green Goblin. I would like to see, of course, like Carnage, but it depends on how you implement him, because I think in the original, like, Carnage was Spider-Man at first, and then it moved on to somebody. Then you have of course, Venom.
Yeah.
Venom would be really dope. I think they always have to do Kurt Connors and the Lizard. I think that always has to be in there because he's like so original, you know?
Right. Do you think like a Venom and Carnage DLC would be kind of dope?
That would be amazing. Like a symbiote DLC?
I need a symbiote DLC because
I need a symbiote DLC.
They'll give him the suit. Like, they'll give him the suit because that's like the second most famous suit. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that is
why
true.
not
that
give it
dope.
a storyline and the two to where they're probably beefing, and maybe they fuse to get, like, come on now, like,
who was Black Cat linked to when it comes to a villain? Wasn't there a villain she's linked to? Because the Heist is the first DLC, so it's, I don't know if she was linked to the Rhino. I don't.
Wait.
And don't have this new. I like the original Rhino. I don't like this over robotic looking Rhino. I get it. He's probably a robot. Yeah, like in the new movie, I was like, that Rhino looked too robotic, man.
Yeah.
I just like a dork in a Rhino suit. Like,
keep
talking
classic,
greasy.
Man. Like,
yeah, need some classic stuff in these video games, bro.
Right.
God, that's what I need in there. What kind of villains would you like?
Let's see. I know we got Shocker was in.
Shocker would be dope. Oh, you want the Jamie Foxx Shocker?
Hell no. I'll keep that. I love Jamie. Hey, I love.
Screw that freaking Shocker, dude.
He was just like, he looked dope to me. Like, we know Shocker is like the red and gold, like,
yeah,
clean, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't even know how he got the part.
I mean, he's a dope actor, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like to see Mysterio. I like to see what he would do.
Mysterio would be dope.
Yeah. With these kind of graphics and this kind of time, how they would kind of spin him, because he could do some trippy stuff, man. Like,
oh yeah, because he is that master of manipulation or master of illusion kind of guy.
Right.
So I think that would be. Oh man, that'd be super dope.
Yeah.
Mysterio's a good one. That's a good one. I'm getting tired of Vulture.
You are, bro.
I am getting tired of Vulture. I think it depends on how they do him, though. Because, like, in Spider-Man 2, that was a good Vulture.
Yeah.
In the newer Spider-Man, that was like, I feel like that was more of a. It was kind of like Rhino. It's just too robotic.
Yeah.
Just too robotic for me. Vulture's a weird cat. Like, it's an old dude with a long nose that flies in a vulture suit, not robotic wings. That's too dope. That's way too dope.
Yeah. No,
give me robotic wings.
If they don't do Shocker, I mean, you could put Electro in there. I think Sandman needs to be in there, bro. Cause
Doc Ock,
of course, make him make him look like the old school one a little bit. Yeah, Doc Ock.
So we got about 9 minutes. I just realized, I'm like, dang, we've been going on about this Spider-Man and villains for so long. Let's jump in the comments real quick. So Jamie Foxx and Spider-Man. Jay, you didn't see that movie?
Yeah, he didn't. Go see Amazing Spider-Man.
You didn't see that movie,
bro?
Yeah, he was a little nerd, and then he tried to kick everybody's butt. Yeah, AD. Yeah, we're gonna need the Venom DLC. Like, that would be a symbiote DLC with Carnage and Venom.
That'd be so lit, bro.
That'd be pretty freaking sick. That would be so awesome. And it needs to be very dark and very awesome. That's all it needs to be. Let's talk about God of War. God of War preview.
Let's get it.
I am certainly going to the 9:00 release of that. Keys talked me into doing a live stream on playing it, so I'm definitely gonna do that.
Man, I'm gonna be on there. I know AD's getting that thing.
Yeah.
Right off top, we mess with the God of War pretty hard. So this one is gonna be pretty cool because it's a different story because it's kind of like we're getting a different Kratos because
oh yeah, dude,
Kratos, my man, he went ham on all the gods, bro, on all the deities on Mount Olympus. My man's went ham, all right? He went ham. So
he went ham on the Greek gods.
He went ham on all of them, bro, because he was supposed to kill. I believe, AD, correct me if I'm wrong, dog. So he was supposed to kill Zeus. For the sister or something like that, and then he didn't end up doing it. He went out on a rage and just killed all the guys. So now,
oh yeah, and you talking about God of War 3?
Yeah. So now it's like he's kind of changing because he has a wife, and
he has a son.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get AD in one of them joints, man. It is, but he's kind of becoming a new god. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of taking like a different path. And kind of leaving behind. He's not gonna be as he's always gonna be ruthless, but he's not gonna be like as gory. He wants to take a different path. He has a family, He has a son. Is gonna kind of teach him, the ropes. So I just wonder how if we're just gonna be playing with the new. I forgot his name. Forgive me.
Oh, his son.
Yeah, or it's gonna be like a little bit of both when he's trying to teach him the ways. You know what I'm saying? But
when I look at this new God of War game, I see a lot of The Last of Us. I see a main protagonist, and I see another character with him. That it looks like it's gonna be a really, really deep game, and it looks like it's gonna be a lot more serious than the other games. We could start at the camera angle. Even the camera angle's crazy because you're not. I think in the older God of Wars is a little bit more panned out, but this one's more over Kratos' shoulder, so you're kind of in the action. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's still ruthless, but he does have a son, and we're gonna see a different side of him. And I think this is really gonna prove that the storytelling with this team can go, and I know that how far it can go. And I know that they're switching up the mythology also, which I'm really excited for because when I played Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, I fell in love with Norse mythology. That's where where my grandmother's from. That's in northern kind of Swedish Scotland area.
Oh man.
And and it's when they ask the devs well, how can you fight all these gods? Where it's well, at that time when they're speaking about the story, everything was going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you went up to the north, it would be Norse mythology. You see Val Raven and all these other, evil guys or whatever. And then when you're in kind of closer towards Greece and stuff, you see all those, all that mythology and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to check out that side and their take on it versus what Hellblade had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be a really crazy story, and I think it's gonna be definitely game of the year contender. And we already had some great games.
Oh yeah, nah, man, this one's gonna be right there. If it don't win, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna win, but it's gonna be right there, man. Because I accidentally stumbled, on some reviews. Influences through the roof.
Yeah, you kind of spoiled it for me a little bit.
Hey, I'm just gonna leave it there. And then when he feels like he has strayed too far away from humanity, he does not have any left. And so what AD's saying, the sense of him having his family or whatever, that was kind of giving him that human aspect, kind of what could be given to him, because he was just out here going ham on anybody, and that was kind of bringing him down. So we're definitely going to see a different side. I think more of an emotional side, because we already kind of we know Kratos, he's not just a hard nigga. I mean, nigga got a heart, but the fact that his wife died, and it's just him and his son is just them two.
He got to be a father.
So he's taking that different path, and I remember, I think it was God of War. I forgot, one of the sisters, whatever, they told him to, like, you need to stop killing, like you are, lead to the destruction of the world. So
Yeah.
just like AD stated, it's gonna, help him, restore his faith in humanity. So it's just like, okay, so where do we go now? Okay, so he's already went ham on everybody. Wife just died. Now his son, he has to raise, kind of show him the ropes or whatever. Or like, can he? You know what I'm saying? We know it's like, okay, fight, whatever, protect yourself, and you're gonna show him that. But like that other side that a son needs from a father. You know what I'm saying? All it is really just
Exactly. Yeah.
survival. So it's like, what are we gonna see? And then like when stuff pops off, like how's it gonna go down? And this is cool because it's gonna open the door for more games. It was like a launching pad, for Atreus. So it's it's gonna be awesome. I know the fighting is gonna be dope because God of War always consistent,
Is always dope with that.
bro. Even like on the
Always. Yeah.
PSP games, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
A1 visuals, like it's gonna be amazing, man. I'm so hyped.
Apparently, from what I got spoiled out, the reviews are crazy. I really wanted to look at the game, and I still will. I'll get my own take on it and see exactly what's going down. But this year for Game of the Year, it's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be nuts because you still got Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out. You still got The Last of Us 2 coming out that they're saying is coming out. Kingdom Hearts. You have Celeste, which is an independent game that has been getting tens across the board. We've seen independent games steal the spotlight and end up getting Game of the Year plenty of times, actually, especially in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at how big this is for PlayStation.
Man, it's huge because I think PlayStation so far, like, I think just in the battle as a whole has just been winning.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say like against Switch because Switch and PlayStation, Switch is on like a different kind of category,
Yeah, Switch is
level.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're doing,
that's
and
right.
they're killing it. They're doing their thing, like they're eating. But it's big for PlayStation because it's just like another power that's in your arsenal that's getting released as an exclusive, man. And it's like it's not just any exclusive, like just the fact to me that it's remained consistent for dang near 15 years. I mean, it's an old game, bro. Like it's been out for a long time, and just lasted this long. Like you see Halo came out, and Halo's a great series. I can't take nothing away from it. Halo's awesome. One of the best ever. Game changers. But in the end, it kind of just, it's like, all right, now, like, where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It didn't fall off, but it just kind of, But how?
Well, the developer switch was.
True.
I don't think that's just not a good thing for any franchise to go through as a development switch. It's just crazy. That's a whole new set of people,
right?
That they have to work with. They have to try to make the game great, and I think it was a lot of pressure on 343.
And it's kind of like Star Wars, bringing in Disney, like how Lucasfilms and them doing it, Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you have somebody else do Star Wars, and it's not the same, like same kind of concept, but then it's like, wait, bro, like it's not the same minds. And so with God of War, I don't know if they did a lot of change. I don't think they have, because it's always the same as far as like the developers and everything. And the team, I'm sure there's been changes along the way, but how they just kept it the same, and how it seems like a springboard for 3 more games in the story, man. Just how it's so interesting because it's a story, bro. So it has so many layers to it. So it's like,
right.
I'm just curious how this side of Kratos, like, is he going to be that father that he needs the father, but just show him what he needs to be, or is he gonna like see, okay, dang, this guy, he's turning into what I am. What is that gonna do to him? Like,
oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be really,
and it's gonna eat him
that's
up.
Gonna be,
dude.
It's gonna be a very story-driven God of War game. That's what I'm super excited for.
Yeah.
The CEO of PlayStation has already came out. I think I said it earlier in this stream, and I think I said it last week. He came out and said, he was like, we're gonna make these story-driven games, and I'm really excited to keep having them. And like you said, over 15 years, PlayStation has just you know what? I really think in the past 5 years they stepped it up.
Yeah.
Because you got games like Horizon Zero Dawn, you got games like Nier Automata, Neo, that are story driven and that are just amazing games, and they're pummeling their competition. They're absolutely killing Microsoft because Microsoft doesn't know how to handle certain development. You know what I'm saying? Certain developers, and they're taking away some of the creativity. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird how they do business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird. And I think they're going to start switching it up. I think they're going to start getting better, but I think what they want to do with games and their priorities, they're not right. You know what I'm saying? If you look at games like Sea of Thieves that just came out, it's a game that's breadth of ideas. It's a game that needs more content, and it's like you were leading forefront with this game against what? God of War? Come on, man. Right. Come on, man. Last year, it was funny last year, man, because it was like, what came out? Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and then it was like, what's going to match that? You already blew away Scalebound. Scalebound isn't going to come out because of Microsoft. What's going to come out? We'll do Halo. We'll bring out Halo Wars. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Really? And then over here, Nintendo's like Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It was all in the same 2 weeks. It was the epitome, and it summed up the console war. That right there, those 2 weeks right there, I just look at it and like that's basically the console war summed up right there. Right. Where Microsoft brings out these bad strategy Halo game against all your other strategy games. So you're talking about Total Warhammer, you're talking about StarCraft, Wings of Liberty, and it's not even that deep. And then you bring out Sony's on Horizon Zero Dawn, and Nintendo's on Legend of Zelda. It sums up the whole, and I know we switched over to the console war now, but I can't see why people say Xbox is better than PlayStation. I just cannot see it.
And then they're so lucky because Sony and Sony gang. Like, think about like some of the exclusives that they had when we were younger, like on PS1. Like that just got away. Like Crash.
Like, oh yeah, Crash Spyro, Bandicoot, Croc, Spyro.
Even I think Rayman was coming on other ones, right? Rayman.
Oh my goodness, I could do a video over that because Rayman used to be its own thing, and now we got these damn rabbits.
Oh, bro, don't. Hey, man, I'm not even gonna go.
But Ubisoft, I'll give them that. With the new Mario game that's for Nintendo Switch, where it's like a RPG element, kind of Raven Rabbits versus Mario. That thing is actually okay, but it's like I think Rayman as a character, as a story, it's good. They could have kept going with that.
Yeah, and I think he was on some Game Boy game, if I'm not mistaken.
My boy Charles is up in here. Crash Team Racing should make a comeback. You damn right.
Hey, bro, absolute, man. That was like the rival for
bump them damn rabbits.
That was like, the rival for the Super Mario kart, man. Like,
oh, and you know what's funny? It's funny how you say that because I said that last week, and like I was sitting here saying I don't care how big Mario Kart is. Crash Team Racing was the best freaking game on PlayStation. I don't care. Best racing game.
It was up there. And then like think about like if Crash Team Racing they did it. They had Crash Team Racing Nitro that came out. It was on PS2.
And I forgot about that.
It dropped on PS3 and Xbox 360. But it just wasn't the same, bro. Like it looked cool.
It wasn't.
But it just wasn't the same. So Double Dash, yes, only competition, yeah. Double Dash
was a great.
That's the goal.
Yeah,
but
Double Dash was a great, just a great idea,
man.
Like that is so crazy,
dude. It was wild, but like if they could have kept Crash Team Racing going, it could have went outside of just the Crash character. We could have got Spyro. You know what I'm saying? We could have had Spyro on
the whole PlayStation squad.
The whole squad, bro.
The whole PlayStation squad. Like, it would have been crazy.
What? You could have had Ratchet and Clank on there, man. You could have had Jack and Daxter on there, bro. What? Like.
That would have been oh my god if they would have kept that going. But Naughty Dog, I mean, they had bigger things. They wanted to make this stupid game called Uncharted, and stupid games like that.
Man.
Games that win Game of the Year a couple years down the line. They wanted to do crap like that.
They had aspirations, so, just whatever, just little games.
They wanted to make this crazy character named Nathan Drake, who's like a freaking ripoff of Tomb Raider. Right. And they wanted to go do that. They wanted to go do this game called The Last of Us. That's like the best game in the last 10 years. Like they tripped.
And I'm not mad at them, man. I'm not mad at them because they had the vision. So if they did that and they just never made those games, or those games didn't have that much success, it was like, come on, bro. Like, what do y'all? Why? Really? You know what I'm saying?
Really? Oh man.
And it'd be so cool if they just, man, would have held those to exclusives, bro. Like, the game would be getting messed up right now. It already is, but bro, just think about the L's that was taking. Not L's necessarily, but some of them that kind of got away. You know what I mean?
So we just hit that hour mark. I just realized it's like 7 minutes over the hour. But I want to, for you guys that just came in, I know Charles came in a little bit late. Jay came in a little bit late. Who else has hit me up? PlayStation All-Stars on PS3 was pretty good. You know what's funny? Somebody told me that game was really bad. And I played a little bit of it. You remember that?
I think it's like mixed reactions. But I appreciate it because it was there. I was like, hey.
They tried something, and apparently they got something else like that. Anyway, if you guys are just joining in, make sure you subscribe to the Seoul Dojo Gaming channel. We talked about Kingdom Hearts 3, the classic Kingdom trailer, where we're still waiting for Kingdom Hearts is going to come out in 3139, apparently, because they don't know how to they don't know how to bring this damn game out. We got 2 new subs. We got Nisha and we got Joey Garcia from the Joey G space. That one boy, dude, whatever his name is, we got him. Check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you check out Hub Chuck on Twitch, because is that even your name, Charles? Still, like, I was looking for you and I couldn't find you. I don't even know if that was. I don't even know if like that was if that was you on Twitch. I was watching the other night. I was watching some Russian dude. I'm like, this ain't even Charles, cuz. I'm like, this ain't even Charles. We talked about MLB. We talked about Spider-Man. And God of War comes out tomorrow, but I'm getting it tonight. We're going to see if this game is truly a 10 and is truly as good as it should be. Key, I appreciate you coming through.
Absolute, man. It was
Bust Ash. Yes, his name is Bust Ash.
Bust Ash.
Bust Ash. Make sure you get him on Twitch. And yeah, man, Key, I appreciate you, man.
Hey.
Seoul Dojo, we live.
We live, baby.
All right, man. I'll check y'all later. Make sure you guys tune in next week on Thursday. All right. Peace.
Late.